Instead, they go to the fullback this time. Breaking through is Schmitt. Down to the 2.
This is a story of a young man from rural Wisconsin who, through hard work, became a West Virginia University football legend and realized his dream of playing in the National Football League. This, a true story of blood, sweat, and determination. Meet Owen Schmitt.
Owen was born in 1985 in the small town of Gilman, Wisconsin. He later moved to Fairfax, Virginia, where he played 2 seasons of high school football. He wasn't a heavily recruited prospect, so he took his talents to the University of Wisconsin, River Falls, for his freshman season.
Played there, had a good freshman year. I ended up rushing for like 1,100 yards or something like that. And then after that, me and my mom had a discussion with Coach O'Grady talking about, going to, further my career, at a Division I level. And he full on supported me and was, backing me 100%. So I made a highlight tape, and me and my mom drove around to, a bunch of schools. JMU was one. I dropped it off at Tech again, I think. I called Maryland, but they kind of, why don't you stay at D3 and become an All-American or whatever, and that's not really what I wanted to hear. And I went to West Virginia and stuff and called for other D2 schools. And West Virginia just happened, they're like, we can't give you a scholarship, but we can get you in the school. So they got me into school. I basically walked on and paid my own way.
After transferring into WVU, the next challenge he faced was having to set out for a year and having to find a way to pay for it.
That summer, me and Bobby Hathaway, we would wake up at like 5:30 in the morning, not even probably 5, and drive to Grafton and work on this bridge with NEC, the construction company. And we're doing that bridge down there, and we go down there, work till about noon, leave, and then do the afternoon workouts, with the Mountaineers, and then we do classes, go to bed, wake up, and that was our routines for that whole summer.
Schmitt was awarded the Ira Eric Rogers Award and Fred Schaus Captain's Award at the end of the regular season by head coach Rich Rodriguez. He then went on to lead WVU to a Fiesta Bowl victory and won the hearts of millions. In 2008, he was drafted to the NFL and currently holds the position of fullback for the Philadelphia Eagles. To achieving one's goals, his best advice is to keep your head up and your dreams alive.
These days, everyone's so spoiled with technology and just getting our way. If one bad thing goes wrong, it's just like, well, I guess I'll have to try something else. I mean, that's the whole fun. And I think don't look at it necessarily as failure, but look at it as the next opportunity to go somewhere else and do something, with your life. Just because one door gets shut in your face doesn't mean there's another one that opens somewhere and you can't go there. So, keep trying. That's the biggest thing you can do is just dream big, and you work hard. Those two combinations are deadly. What's the worst that can happen? You fall short of of a massive goal that only a few people get to go to, but look at the experiences that you've gained along the way trying to get there. That the whole thing here was to play the game.
I was watching ESPN today, and they showed a little thing about Argentina in a poll, and the whole U.S. was covered in red, and the only state, the greatest state in the nation, was covered in blue, and that was West Virginia, and that's why we won this game.
Owen's accomplishments are an inspiration to not only athletes, but anyone with a dream. From humble beginnings and in the face of challenges, he proved that true strength is not just in the achievement of your goals, but in the journey to reach them.
This is Bobby Spry
And Byron Holmes.
And on behalf of West Virginia State University, we would like to thank Owen Schmitt for taking the time to speak with us. We hope he continues to play the game and dream big.